idea. So if I want to do, so are all 12 keys, all 12 keys are free reign, but you're governed by the changes.
Hey, how's it going, you guys? Just testing out. Let's see now. I don't have anybody watching. Test 1, 2, you guys. Hey, I see one person watching. Oh, hey there, VG soundtrack guy. You're my one-person audience. So this is working okay. Think I'm gonna schedule these for my. I'm gonna schedule these live videos on the main channel and see how that goes. Yeah, I'm just messing around to see who comes on. Kind of got the volume turned down a little bit. Jazzy stuff. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Two of us. Hey there. Two people. So I put up a thing on Facebook to let people know that this is kind of my testing thing. So I'm just messing around. This is Keyscape. Do you have to add me? What do you mean? Like add me to what? Add you to? I don't get it. No, no, just the YouTube channel is Jake Jacobs. When I get good enough at it, I'm gonna start posting stuff up on Piano Downloads. I did do a live video on the Piano Downloads YouTube channel on accident, and it lasted a half an hour, and it was kind of funny because I was flipping through the real book, and I flipped through Footprints. And, Footprints. You heard, Footprints by. I'm familiar with the Miles Davis version. I wasn't aware that it was written by Wayne Shorter, but let me try to flip to the page. A B C D E F. Yeah, I was reading it and didn't realize that that's the bass line. So I'm trying to read it. It's bass clef. So the bass line is gonna go. A, G, C, E. So, excuse me, C, G, C, E. So like this, right? So I'm sitting here trying to read it in treble clef, and then I'm kind of embarrassing myself because I'm like, why doesn't this sound like Footprints? So of course the main line, it's in E flat. It goes right. Wait. Right. And then. Right. And then. So, the change is just C minor and then F whatever. So. So I embarrassed myself. Yeah, you were there. It was embarrassing. I'm sitting there going, why doesn't this sound like? So, oh boy, that was a little rough. So, needless to say, I took down that I took it down. I'm like, oh, okay, I just embarrassed myself. I've got this music theory degree and can't read music. So, what program do I use for service for tracks? I don't. I am blessed to have a saxophone player who's a drummer, and he has perfect pitch also. And we're the band. And then there's two drummers at the church that I play at. So yeah. But as far as tracking, if I need to do a track, I'll just use Logic. I'm not, I don't use what is that they're using now? What is it that these cats are using now? I forget. But yeah, I don't have any fancy tracking. Pretty much me in real time. So 4 people watching. Welcome, 4 people. So yeah, just been working on my. So the Facebook, there's a Facebook Live video that I have, and the bad thing about Facebook has some really bad compression, and then their Facebook Live service is in mono. So I'm streaming to Facebook, and I'm really excited about it. And I go back and I listen to the video, and I tell you, YouTube live streaming and their sound is just way light years above Facebook. So let's see, do we have any other questions? So yeah. So let me see the church stuff. I don't have an organ, and VG Soundtrack Guy, if you haven't left, he's got this really good organ emulation, and it sounds good because of course you don't have the foot pedal. I don't know if he has one, but it sounded really good. But for the organ stuff, if I'm playing if I'm in F sharp. Right. Right. So. Hey, how's it going, Tyree? So yeah, 2 people watching. Thanks for watching. I'm just messing around. So yeah. Need to work on my thirds. Gotta take a tempo de lerno. So yeah. So any particular key? Anybody have any questions about? Let me see. I finally can put a face to these crazy hands. Oh, thanks. You don't want to see. One guy goes, some guy goes, how come I never see your faces in your videos? And then somebody else captions saying, trust me, you don't want to see his face. I'm like, oh, that was kind of wrong. So, yeah. So yeah, let me see. Play some of that. Let me see. For communion stuff, I don't know. I can't think of anything. It's 14 minutes. If the video runs too long, Facebook will take forever to. Not Facebook. YouTube will take forever to process it. if you're a guitarist, I should be asking you because I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn guitar. Check this out. Let me show you this. Check that out, huh? Check that out. It's got a string missing, and the body of it is cracked, and I got to do some work on it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna pick up guitar. So I should be asking you. I should be asking you advice because I have no clue what I'm doing with guitar. So yeah, we're gonna do some work on that and put some my neighbor that he actually said I could use it indefinitely. I don't know if he gave it to me or what, but yeah. So excuse me. I can't get the callus. Thank you, but I can't get the callus thing going. But I'm gonna try to persevere when it comes to that. I have two brothers that play guitar, and they get by. So, and in fact, the other brother of mine that's a keyboard player plays guitar well enough to to get paid. So. So, anybody have any questions? There's 3 people on of course, on the small YouTube channel. These live videos won't do as well as the big one. But I'm kind of afraid. I'm like, what if I really mess up? I guess I can not post it, but geez, But yeah. So anybody have any questions? I'll wrap it up in a couple of minutes. How do I feel about going to school for music? I did it. I majored in it in college. I have nothing, I have a 2-year degree in music theory and composition. I went to the city college and, I did it as a hobby. My major was in electronics, and then I went to go work for the phone company. Then I went back because I wanted to get the music instructor at the college who taught all the theory classes is this tremendous jazz organist. So I went back and took theory and kept taking it all until I got a degree in it. Then I had to take piano for music majors where, I had to learn scales the right way and all the fingering. I'm gonna mess myself up. As long as, if you go up and you had to learn all the... And she didn't care how fast you did it, right? You just had to have the right fingering and then end off, pinky thumb. And then, all the... And then... So yeah, that's... And basically I learned what the notes were. I learned reading music. I learned this stuff, for the exception of why, and basically, so I can get by. I mean, am I a concert level reader? I don't think so, but I can read well enough to play hymns and fake book. If you put a bunch of ants in front of me, give me some time, I can read through them. you know, but the third degree does help. Ableton Live is that's what it's called. So yeah, I no good at that. I think I downloaded the trial version and it just wasn't happening for me. So I didn't have the time. So do you think you need to go to a university or a community college? Any schooling will help you. It doesn't matter. I know that the community college, there's a stigma behind, they think, oh, your community college, you've got to go, and continue on. I went to community. Oh, wife's calling. So, give me a second. Yo. Yes. Well, I'm kind of recording, but that's okay. What's up? Okay. Well, yes. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Sorry, you guys. Uh-huh. No, that's fine. I'm sorry. Okay. No, I don't. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay, so the missus was laughing at me. I'm like, well, this is why I'm not on the other channel. I had like 50 people watching on the big YouTube channel. Okay, we'll see you. Okay, so yeah, because life happens. I'd like just recording and then editing it, and then if something happens, but this live stuff scares me. It really does. So, you know, so. So, any other questions? This video probably won't be available to, so I'm only on this channel because you told me to come here. Oh, okay, so you're from Piano Downloads. Okay. And how many times a day I meant to say. Okay, yeah. I'm going to schedule them on Piano Downloads, and I'm going to kind of like script it and teach something and then answer questions based on that. But I'm not going to do the play anything, do anything, because I run out of stuff to do or say. And I'm not trying to crash and burn in front of, I'm approaching 24,000 subscribers and 3 million views since I don't know when they start counting. But yeah, I'm not trying to. I'd like to have it together somewhat. So yeah. So I'm just gonna. What requests will I ever do online lessons? I do. I have it set up to do Skype, but I just haven't. It hasn't caught on, it's having a business model and then pushing it enough and having people accept that business model to be successful. So the online lessons hasn't worked for me, other than the YouTube. When I post these videos up, the advertising dollar, gets me a check from Google every few months or whatever. So that works out, but the online lessons just haven't. So plus, I'd rather just get it perfect, post it up, and then deal with comments, deal with likes and haters and whatever. So what requests would you have? I don't know if I'll know it. I could play something. I can play something. Something like I don't know. This piano. I'm just ready. Give me a tip jar. So there's my answer to that. Online lessons. Spain. I don't know. I don't know the changes. I don't. I need to get the chord changes for that for Chicoria. If I had the changes, I could do it. Standards. Jesus Will by you mean do I know any jazz standards? Well, I know let me see. Let me see. Let me see standards. Let me see. How about this? I think that was in another key. More closed voicings. My fault. It's usually an E flat, I think so. Let me see. I'm messing up. Well, my fault. Maybe a little interpretation of a particular song or runs or riffs for certain songs. Let me see. What's your thinking process for minimalistic playing, and how do you approach improvisation? And what tools do you need? Okay, let me go back to hers. Let me see. Maybe interpretation of a particular song. I try to answer two questions. Thinking process for minimalistic playing. It depends on the setting. Minimalistic, like if I was doing a church service, of course it would just be chords, and not these jazzy chords. It just depends. The gospel stuff, you can get away with it. But a lot of the minimalistic, it's just being tasteful. And this, or you could just do something relaxing. Really simple. So if I'm doing jazz minimalistic, just wait. You gotta kind of spoon feed them. Minimalistic for non-denominational churches, just And then for the for the church stuff, and then the drop two stuff. And then, large chords, but just kind of pushing and then pulling back. But you don't want to be too busy, so it's a broad question, minimalistic, for what setting. And then interpretation of a particular song. What interpretation of a particular song? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Let me see. Uh, I don't know. As far as runs and riffs, I try not to. I try not to be too busy. A lot of the runs, I like to play modally. So if I'm doing 2-5-1, it, you know. But get used to the mode. So in the key of C, you have the regular, the minor, Aeolian, Mixolydian, B flat scale starting with C. No, that was Dorian. So this would be Dorian. This would be Mixolydian, and then Lydian. It's a nice, pretty. And then the Mixolydian you would use for so let me see. I have a problem playing rootless chords when I have a bass player. Any suggestions to get rid of that? Playing modally versus biochordally and another told for any other tools. Okay, let's go back. As far as the rootless goes, I think I might be able to answer both of the questions. Rootless chords, you got to think your majors will become minors and your minors will become major. So let me give you an example. I'm going to play a C major 7, C major 7 rootless. So that would be, I played an E minor on the left hand. Now I'm gonna play a C minor 7. So check this out. So I can go back and forth. So you basically, if you wanted to play a major chord rootless, play the minor. Play a major third at that minor chord. Or you could play the relative minor. So you have a choice. You can either play E minor just play the E minor. So that was my rootless E minor. So, and this is my rootless C major, which is just going to be E minor. And then for your major chords, you play for your minor chords, you play major, the relative major. So No problem with the questions. So let me see so basically your rootless. That's my rootless A minor. You can look at chordy, and then this is going to be my rootless D7. And basically on the left hand, I'm playing a D. I'm playing an F sharp flat 5. And if I put the root in there, it's a D7. So I'm actually going to do this. So I'm going to do this. Actually added the root in there. So just know that you learn movements with your left hand. And you get used to it. So C major 7, play an E minor 7, and that's your rootless C major 7. So if that makes any sense. So when you play chords, when you're playing over a chord, you're using a soloing mode. So for let me see, do I approach playing alongside a guitar? What do you think the role should be? Like, how do you keep from playing all over me, or vice versa? Especially with guitarists, you need to make sure that your chords match. So like if you're in a non-denominational CCM setting and you're playing let me see, or what's that song? I Can Only Imagine. I would keep it really simple. Right. Don't use anything. Don't use any sevenths. Just keep it really simple. D, and you can look at the chordy app. Now you can use the ninths when it comes to minor. Now, and if you're playing this type of music and you can pull the root out. Check this out. There's my G, right? Right, and I'm pedaling the root note just for. And then sometimes you can play the root, and then however you want to do that. Yeah, glad I could help out. So I don't want to step over the guitarist, but a lot of times, if you're gonna play that type of music, bass players hate that if you don't know how to pull back, especially if you have 88 keys and you've got the bass turned up. Bass players hate that, so you have to learn to. So I didn't play the root. Now with the root, or Lord, I lift your name on high. Now let me pull the root out. The bass player's got it. Right, and it sounds kind of weird because I'm pulling out the essential note. So, I think that my program froze. So chordy's working, but the gospel musicians. You guys didn't tell me that. Let me see, detached keys. There we go. Much better. You guys didn't tell me. When did the keys go away? There we go. So, any other questions I got for you guys watching? Oh, thanks a lot. I'm just trying to stay humble. Um, oh wow. Where do I learn gospel tunes? From YouTube, quite honestly. And if I lied. I learned them by ear because my ear, I can pull them out. If I want to be lazy, I'd go to YouTube. But if you want to learn a gospel tune, there are gospel movements. Like, let me see, Marvin Sapp's "Shout Unto God." Uh, Wait a minute. Something like that. CCM players, so traditional gospel is kind of lost on me. So check it out. I started off as a CCM player, and going from gospel from CCM is a lot easier than going to CCM from gospel. A lot of people think, well, it's gospel, it's complicated, you must be able to command the piano well to be able to play. No, because a good number of gospel players don't even know the theory. They don't know that I'm playing an F minor 9. They don't know that that's. I had one gospel cat that sounded tremendous that thought that was a tritone. I don't know if you guys were there for my other videos. I mentioned that again, but yeah, that's a triad, not a tritone. So if you want to approach gospel music is based on the dissonant gospel is based on altered dominance. So gospel loves to move in fourths. So let me see. I'm gonna play an F. Yeah, you probably saw the tritone the vid where can you explain drop 2 chords. Drop 2 chords is when you take the second note from the top, the second highest note, and drop it down an octave. So there would be a C, so a drop 2 would be that. So when you play drop 2s, you kind of get this Hornsby, and then you get more advanced with them, and then so you just take the second highest note. So let me give you another example. I played this in the last video. I'm gonna play an F minor 7, and I'm gonna take the C and drop it down. So from there, I can play like check this out. So you just taking the second highest note and you're dropping it down. That would be the second highest note. So that would be my B flat minor, dropping it down. So I posted a video up that's called "Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid." Take a look at that, and that uses drop 2s in order for you to master the key that you're playing in, to be able to move around the key to master the key. So basically, that would be your drop 2, and then drop 2 for diminished chords gives you that. So drop 2. Lord, you are welcome in this place. drop 2. So yeah, any other questions? Coming up on 45 minutes. A lot of just keep playing. Can I? Cool. Thanks for the drop 2. Can I talk about 6/9 chords? Here's a C6/9. So you ever want to learn your 6/9s? Here's your F6/9. Check this out. F sharp. E6/9. Okay, so what am I doing? How am I figuring that? And it's very pretty. Very jazzy. So basically, I'm taking the root of the note, going a whole step up, playing a D second inversion, D major, D first inversion, root position D, first inversion D, second inversion D, triad. Now check this out. I'm playing this over 1, 5, 3. And I'm taking that major third of the D and raising it up a half step. And there's my 6/9. So anytime you want to play a 6/9, you take the root, go a whole step up, play that second inversion, raise the major third. So check this out. 6/9, 6/9. Let me add the third in there. So I could do that, or so when you want to, there's your 6/9, and then your minor nines. So basically, I'm taking an F major 7, an F major 7, adding the 2 in there. The third is in there. This is my F major 9. So I'm taking the D, putting it over D. So your major should sound like this. Your minor should sound like this. Now check this out. Very jazzy. I'm gonna do a 6/9. You can do 6/9 that way, or you can do 6/9 this way. So let's go back to that C6/9. Also 6/9, 6/9. So you could do that thing with the second note up, or you can do it with the relative or with the A. So if I did that, A second inversion, and raise that up and played that over C, I have the same C6/9. Basically, if I did this, it's an inversion. So I take this note, throw it up. Still the same 6/9. So check this out. Major, minor, minor, major. So check this out. Major, minor. So all I'm doing is 6/9 and minor 9s. And then for this last one, I'm doing I can actually do that. But you would normally do G over B, or if you wanted to sound jazzy, you can just do a B minor, or a G over B. So remember your 6/9s. You can do this, or you can take that G and drop it down. And then, so yeah, that's 6/9 chords. So remember 6/9 chords, nice major, nice minor. So your minor 9s and your 6/9s will actually, because everything, your regular music is going to be your majors and minors anyway. So that's how that's going to go. And you can actually use that in other, check this out. Right? And I'm going to do A flat 6/9. So let me do 6/9 again. B flat 6/9. So 6/9 chords are very cool. Do we have any more? Going on 50 minutes. 50 minutes. That's a lot of 50 minutes. What's your approach to chord substitutions? How would you normally isolate? Oh, no problem at all. Like, what would you normally for 1, 2, 3, 4? So if I did 1, 2, 3, that 4 is in. So it depends on where the melody goes. I could substitute. As long as I'm true to the melody, I can pretty much and the only thing I can think of that is that climbs is "Oh Christmas Tree." So I can do something like this. Or I can, let me see. Or let me see. Let's think of something else. Gospel 736. And then Lydian. So yeah, that's how I would be. That's how I would do. That's how I would substitute it. You, as long as you're true to that melody, you can like throw in. But then again, before you asked that question, how would I not step over a guitar? I kid you not. You would throw your guitar at me for trying to substitute stuff like that when you're because the guitar's chords are, the strum is a saturating type sound, and if you're off, all of a sudden the string that you're playing that has that interval is just going to clash. And yeah, you're not gonna be. You have to really be mindful. So yeah, the substitution thing, and just know that, like I mentioned before, you've seen the tritone. Well, I don't know that if I talk about that in the tritone video. A tritone substitution is not that. A tritone is when you can take a note, dominant 7 chord, and substitute it for a dominant 7 chord that's a tritone away. So this. Or this, and the bass note can be this. My fault. Or the bass note can be that. So when you do this, you can do this, or you can do this, because these notes are interchangeable. So yeah, So yeah, I think I'm gonna. 54 minutes. Let's keep going. Any other questions? The same 4 guys that are watching. Thanks for watching. I'm getting good at this. It's a good thing I'm not using my cell phone for the data, because I would be over. They would shut me down. So yeah, you guys have any other questions? what's my idea on what's the idea? What's let's say chromatically. Well, that idea that I showed you was a chromatic, because it. But for chord movements that are chromatically, like there's a song by was it Hezekiah Walker? So that's a. I don't know. I don't use chromatic movements a lot. You know, unless let me see. There was a chromatic that and it was just a whole bunch of mess. But again, the tritone substitution that I came out with. If you're on the 6, you can chromatically go down. You know. So yeah, I could. Let's do this chromatically. Let's go up. So I don't know. I'm not that much of a chromatic guy. But it's an option. Instead of moving up a fourth, you can move chromatically down. So, a lot of like 2-5-1, you can go and go chromatically down. So chromatic going down a whole step is a nice substitution for the fourth. So, so yeah. So So anybody what's the ideas for playing outside and coming back in? You're talking about the key. So if I'm playing outside the key and I'm coming back in, so let me see. So let me see. 2-5-1. I'm just making up. So now I'm going to go outside the key. Now I'm going back in. So what did I just do there? 1. So 2, 5. I'm in the key of F. 2, 5, 1. Now I'm in the key of A. Now I'm in the key of G. Now I'm in the key of F again. So yeah, that's that when you go, you just borrow. Oh, like the video talking about key borrowing. Yes, exactly. So I don't stray too far away from there. I know there is a video that I posted up with Stevie Wonder's "Overjoyed," and I talked about that in the last live video. And then now he's gonna go to C. Now he's gonna go to B flat. Now he's gonna go back to E flat. Wait a minute. Now he's in F. I messed up. So yeah, that's popular music does that. Uh, it borrows, and you got to make it interesting. Otherwise, it gets really boring, and you just, what are you gonna do? So we're about to wrap it up here. Thanks for the same four guys that were watching. Thanks, Art by Atlas. I like your. Oh, actually, both of you guys is it the Avatar? So, yeah, I like that. So, and cool shades, Tyree. So, so we will. And you know, I'm on Facebook. Facebook name is Jake Jacobs. And send me a messenger if you, because I right now I only have it to where you can only send me a friend request if you know a friend of mine. So if I have like almost 1,100 friends, so it was getting too much. I don't want to wind up with 5,000 friends and then you know, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, thanks a lot, you guys. That was fun. A solid hour, so that's gonna take a while to process, but I think I'm going to leave this up. So after YouTube is done processing it, it'll be up for you to look at. If maybe I taught something that you want to go back and, you know, slow the video down, then that's all good. All right. Peace.